We have a table for brewing, 1 round and 4 deals game. A cheap game, but we are lucky to have good players here. Sometimes players just come and join any waiting game, so they can play quickly. Sometimes even 2 rounds collect. 2-round games like Kiev or Lisbon. Now, what I can think about? Pure shifted chows, you may say, yes, in BAMs. Maybe you won 1 to 3 to 3 4 3 4 5 with step 1. But no, of course not. I don't have a pair for it. And I don't have another good plan. It's always good to have backup plan, even for a cheap hand. But for pure shifted chows, it's rather good to have some backup. Now I just try to draw pawns and collect some tiles in suits. No. I take it for a chow, but I need another 2 and another 4 for pure shifted chow with step 1. I'd better collect something like... Okay, yes, 1 to 3 I milled. Because it's not very... it's not... how is it? It doesn't discover my plans very much. Chow 2, 3, 4 may discover my plans more quickly. And 1, 2, 3 isn't just primal chow. 1, 2, 3. No. I don't need it. I don't need another 2. Because I don't collect pure triple chow. Pure triple chow is a very rare hand. I just need now another 3 BAMs and another 4. You need to hold it in your head. I don't need 5s. Yes. I mailed this one. And I may drop 1, by the way. I need a pair, and 1 BAMs is not a very good candidate for a pair. 1 cracks looks better now. 5. Okay, I drop 1 because it was melded to the opposite. Now I'm waiting for 5 or 8 cracks for a pair. So-called Nobetanen Ricci. And where is my 3 BAMs? The last 3 BAMs I wait for. Not very good waiting, but what else? What else can it be? All 5s are already out of the game. I can't collect pure shifted chow with step 2. But looks like the player to my left doesn't need 3 BAMs. Maybe he'll drop it. But the opposite player may have it. May have the last 1 BAMs and... and the last 3. And the last 2 BAMs. 4. The player to my right collects pure straight, and maybe she already has. That was dangerous. Yes. She dropped 3s. And she was waiting just for 2. And where was my 3 BAMs? In the wall. That's good to know if anything can be good about this. The opposite player waited for 5 cracks. Yes, for pure straight. Didn't notice what the player to my left collected. All types possibly. And what's this now? Knitting. Yes, 1 for 7, 3, 9, and 5. Okay, let's go for knitting. It's 10 tiles now in my hand. I need 3 more. I need 2 and 8 cracks, 6 dots, green, red, and west. I drop this one because I don't need it. I need 2 and 8, and I don't need 5 dots as well. What about 13 orphans? What about 13 orphans? I have 3 in suits and 5 in honors. Just 8. Not very many. 8 tiles for 13 orphans is not very good. 9th tile for 13 orphans. That's interesting, but I'm not sure I'll be collecting these orphans now with 2 wests dropped already. No, not 4. I already have 1 for 7 in BAMs. And lucky player to my right collected pure straight in the previous deals, so I'm 54 points behind him now. No. You need to get rid of pairs for knitting. What about my 8s? 2 8s you see on the table. 1, 2 cracks. 1 green, 1 red. 2 reds, sorry. 1 green, 2 reds. Let's drop this one, but I doubt I'm collecting 13 orphans so far. I have 9 tiles. 10 tiles, yes. No, sorry. The knitting is just more frequent, and you see already 3 reds dropped. If another red comes on the table, I just have no chances. That's better. That's better. I have 2 useless tiles for now. And we are already in the middle of the game. Someone may be ready. 4. No. I already dropped 4. It may look like I collect something in BAMs. If not, this 5 BAMs dropped too early. The very first discard. And where are my tiles? That's interesting. Green. Okay. So now what I need? 2 cracks, 6 dots, red, west. 4 tiles, yes. If I take anything good from the wall now, I'll be waiting in 3 sides, so to say. The player to my left possibly collects some lower tiles. No, maybe just pungs. pungs, or what it can be. Or maybe something in... That's hard to say. He just melded pung, and this can be pungs. I don't know, we'll see it soon, but it's difficult for me to say what he collects. The opposite player possibly collects lower tiles. She dropped 2 cracks. 7. 7 is a fresh tile, yes. It was never dropped so far. 8 dots is useless, it's the last one. And I collect third 4. Somebody thought about 1 cracks. Yes. The player to my left collected punks. The player to my right collected mixed shifted chows. She waited for 5 bams. The opposite player collected pure straight in bams. She was lucky to take the last 2 from discard. Okay, that was greater honors and knitting and knitted tiles. So I am at the first place, and it's third deal. Now I can think about something like all types, or mixed shifted chows, or both of them. But if I collect all types, it's my primary hand, so to say, primary fan. Secondary fan will be mixed shifted chows. If they collect in my hand, that's good. If they don't collect, just collect all types. So I'd wait for 6 cracks, of course. 6, 7, 8. But maybe I'll take 9 as well, because I wait for 8 dots anyway. 7, 9 is rather strict. Let's drop this firstly. Rather strict structure, yes. Not flexible. I can take, for example, 8 bams from the player to my left. 6. Let's drop this one. Let's try to collect something like mixed shifted chows with this one more point. I'll be waiting for self, yes? That's funny, of course. Waiting for this. Ouch! I just rejected all types and they came into my hand. The player to my right, by the way, collects cracks, but she doesn't take my cracks. Not 1, no 4 cracks she took in her hand. That's interesting. 9. Yes. 9, so I'll be waiting for 6, 7, 8 and 5, 6, 7 from the wall. Or maybe, for example, if I take 5 dots, I can take the last 8 from discard. Last 8 cracks. 8 bams, sorry, 8 bams. 9. That's interesting. Okay, let's try mixed triple chow. And the player to my right didn't take this 5. That's another interesting thing. She didn't take it. She doesn't need 3. Maybe she has many honors. Ah, now she begins to drop them. For good, I'd say. Funny it is, but it's safe. I could hold this 5 and wait for the last 8. Yes, as I told, but 9 bams came into my hand. Funny. Yes, the green dragon has its revenge on me, yes, because I refused it. I refused collecting all types, and now it comes into my hand just to show me what I lost without it. Where are all 8s? 8s, bams and 8s, dots. That's interesting. Maybe something is to my left. 6. No, I don't need 6 and nobody needs 6. That's it. Ouch. She collected pure straight. Lucky she is. The player to my right, who was a leader, now is at the 3rd place with her 2 feeds. And now we have the last deal, and I need to collect any hand quickly just to hold on the 1st place. Yes, you may say that I just need to defend, but the best defense is offense. As Alexander the Macedonian said, yes. I don't know exactly how it is in English, or how is his name in English. Just Alexander the Great, yes. And what it is? What is it now? Some mixed shifted chows. Or maybe something like mixed straight. I dropped honors. I didn't want to make any suggestion without... Let's take it. Without dropping honors, but maybe it will be useful eventually, this chow. What I can think about: 4, 5, 6 dots, 1, 2, 3 bams, 4, 5, 6 dots, and then ouch, 7, 8, 9. I'd better collect something around 5 bams. I dropped 3 and 2. No, without 9 cracks, I don't want to meld it. It goes for a pung anyway. I need 4 or 6 bams now. 7 cracks is good to take. Red is useless, but someone may need this red. I am at the 1st place, but it's not very stable, because the opposite player takes mahjong and gets to the 1st place herself. Great. I just need 6 dots and 7 cracks. I'm 1 step behind ready hand. So it's an easy plan for me. 3 bams. What about the last 3? What about the last 3 bams? Nothing good about the last three because it, even with taken by itself, it will give me just 7th point. Yes, last tile. Sorry. Last tile, all chows and self-drawn. Nothing interesting. Okay. The player to my right collects possibly cracks, but she doesn't take it. She wants some concealed hand. Some concealed hand. No, I need 6. This 8 can be useful for someone. Let's see. Ouch. And good, he was at the last place. He just collected a cheap hand, and I remained at the first place just because he collected not very many points. He collected all types. The opposite player collected punks, possibly, yes. She wasn't sure about the last 4 dots. Or maybe she wanted to collect something like full flush. Full flush, but she had good forms and cracks. She was far from ready, and the player to my right collected, yes, something like half flush, but she was far from ready as well. But she had 2 my 7s. 2 my 7s cracks. Maybe she could declare pung of 7s. Yes. If anyone was dropping the 7, she could declare it. Okay. Anyway, I collected enough points to remain in the first place. Thanks all.